Hello everyone and welcome to Channel 18 TV News. I'm Don Julian filling in for Jim Rogers today. The Walk Like Mad event took place Saturday in Sulphur Springs, and Channel 18 producer Doug Haston talked with an organizer of the event.
My name is Becky Hicks. I'm the coordinator of the Mad Walk here in Hopkins County. This will be our 5th year to do the walk to bring some awareness here for drunk driving.
And what are you trying, what's the purpose of this event?
Well, I lost my son 8 years ago to a drunk driving accident here in Hopkins County. This is Nathan. We started the walk to bring some awareness, do some education to our young kids and adults to maybe prevent some other families from going through this.
What else is going on here?
Well, we'll do the walk about 7:45. Right now we got food for donation only. We have face painting, snow cones. You can register for the walk. We got team tents, sponsor tents you can go and look at. The market's going on. We will have the drill team perform about 7:30. At 7:45 we will do a balloon release and then we'll start the walk. We'll do a 5K walk.
About how many participants you have this year?
This year I think we had 150 signed up online. 150. In the past we've had about 200 come out and participate.
And once this thing gets started, what will they do?
We'll just walk around the square just to bring some awareness. It's not really a run, we just do a walk. So it's at your own pace and you can just go till you get tired.
When you cross the finish line today, I don't want your experience to stop, because drunk driving won't stop unless all of us, each and every person here and across this community, makes a commitment to do everything they can for the next 365 days to put an end to this 100% preventable crime. So please, when you get to the end of the route, which is 18 times around if you're counting for the 5K, whip out your phone, take a selfie, and post it on your social media accounts with the hashtag #DrunkDrivingEndsHere. And let us know that what you're going to do in the next 365 days to make sure that drunk driving ends and lives don't. We'll also have plenty of opportunities for you to sign up to volunteer or get more information on what MAD is doing to save lives right here in Northeast Texas.
A man and a woman were arrested for forgery after counterfeit money was found in their possession Saturday night in Sulphur Springs. City police officers were sent to the 1700 block of South Broadway on a report of suspicious activity. They discovered some counterfeit money and a firearm in an SUV the couple were in. 35-year-old Willie Gibson of Shreveport, Louisiana, was charged with forgery and with being a felon in possession of a handgun. Justice of the Peace Brad Cummings set total bond at $20,000 for Gibson. 38-year-old Regina Ann Pope of Fort Worth was charged with forgery. J.P. Cummings set her bond at $10,000. The couple's SUV was impounded. The Wildcats football team lost a wild 55-47 game to Pine Tree in the district opener for both teams Friday night at Gerald Prim Stadium, and both teams were plagued by turnovers. The Wildcats took the lead at one point, 47-41, with just 2:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Pine Tree responded with a touchdown drive and with an interception return for a touchdown. Another Pine Tree interception allowed them to run out the clock. The Wildcats are 0-1 in district play, and their season record is now 2-3. The Wildcats will be playing at Marshall next Friday night. Lady Cats volleyball team made a statement in the district race with a solid 3-0 win over a good Pine Tree team Friday in Wildcats Gym. Score was 25-21, 25-22, and 25-13. Lady Cats volleyball coach Justin Manus said it was a good win. He added the entire team played well. The Lady Cats improved their district record to 4-2, and they've won 4 in a row, and their season record is now 21-12. Lady Cats begin the second half of district play at Hallsville Tuesday night. The Wildcats and Lady Cats cross-country teams competed at the Mount Pleasant Titus County Fair Invitational Saturday. It served as a pretty good preview of the district meet coming up next for both teams. I talked with cross-country coach Ross Hicks on Monday morning.
Yeah, I thought it was a good first trip. The boys got first and the girls got second overall at the meet this weekend at the varsity level, and our JV ran really well, and we also had middle school there, so we had everybody out. We had almost 70 kids from Sulphur Springs running, and it was a good day.
Tell us how the guys did and the girls.
Yeah, so individually, the girls were again led by Sydney Washburn, Bailey Arrington, the same group, and then followed by Caitlin Farrell and a few others, our normal group. And so we had a good day. A lot of personal bests. They changed the course up on us a little bit, made it a little bit longer, a little bit closer to a true 5K. It had been a little bit short, and so that gives us more of that true 5K feel, so we know where we are stacked up against other schools running this week. The boys, they had a lot of personal best. Landon Thornton came back after a couple weeks of not running, and he was second overall in the race. And then Peyton Vickery, our senior, he was sixth. And then we still had a couple people out, mostly for just precaution, but then we had Andrew Escobar really stepped up this week as our third runner, and Nabian Ramirez was number 4, and Christian Palomino was 5. So they were all those guys were in the top 15 of the race, so they all had close to their best races of the season.
Very good. That sounds like good stuff. You've kind of talked about it before, but I guess a little tapering going on now. Your next thing is a district meet in like a week and a half or something?
Yes, next Tuesday, October the 10th, we'll be back in Mount Pleasant again for the district meet. And we have been tapering, where basically we're not letting off the gas, but what we do is we start running a few less miles and start really upping the speed as we go, so that we're really fine-tuned and ready to perform at our best come district and regionals.
Were all our district teams at Mount Pleasant?
Mm-hmm. All of them except for Hallsville. Hallsville wasn't there, and they're strong on both the boys and the girls side, and so we didn't get to see them, but I feel like we have an advantage because we ran the course, we know the course, and it's a little bit different than it's been, just a little bit than it's been in the past few years, so I'm glad that we got to see the course.
In Hopkins County cross-country news, the Saltillo Lions finished in 5th place at the Ken Gaston Race by the Lake, hosted by Arlington Sam Houston at Lynn Creek Park in Grand Prairie last Thursday. The race included teams from Class 4A through Class 1A. Individually for the Lions, Trevor Moore finished 22nd. Walker McGill was 27th. Branson McGill was 36th. Hendrick Rios was 37th. Dylan Beadle was 53rd. Lyle Bench was 56th. And Matthew Gurley was 57th. Back on September the 21st, the Lions won the Chapel Hill Cross Country Invitational. In that race, Trevor Moore was 6th, Walker McGill was 7th, Branson McGill was 10th, Hendrick Rios was 12th, and Matt Gurley was 18th. The Cumbie Trojans and the Cumbie Lady Trojans ran in the 3rd Annual Commerce Tigers Invitational Cross Country Meet on Saturday. Trojan Eliz Lopez was the top team finisher with an 11th place finish. The Lady Trojans finished 6th as a team, and freshman Lexi Busby was 4th in the race. Riley Krotke was 31st, Bailey Busby was 42nd, Brooke Petty was 49th, Abby Baxter was 54th, and Natalie Martinez was 57th. And that's Channel 18 TV News for today. Thank you for joining me. I'm Don Julian, filling in for Jim Rogers today.
Sorry about that technical difficulty. It was my fault. All right, so we ready to bring Tammy up here? All right, guys. Everybody put your hands